Hi, I am Sayyid Rashid. You are watching Ahlebad High School and Junior College YouTube channel. Welcome to my video to all students as well as viewers. Today just we are learning physics class 11th or inter first year, chapter number 13 thermodynamic, part number 1. In today's session we will going to learn something about the thermodynamic, and in this chapter we have one importance of this chapter. This is one of the chapter related to the 8 marks. As you know that we have few chapters with us. From that chapters we will get 8 marks questions in IPE, that is intermediate public examination. So that chapters we have with us, like one is work, energy, power. After that we work with oscillation is indeed. After that this chapter like thermodynamic we can say. So you can by knowing the weightage related to the marks in examination, you can understand the importance of this chapter. So you are getting 8 marks question from this chapter. So make sure just you need to learn few basic concepts, synopsis. After that just you can learn 2 to 3 answers, that is question and answer. Surely inshallah you will get that answers only in your examination. Now let us start our chapter. What is thermodynamic, all the student and viewers? As you can see on the board, I already wrote the definition. Like thermodynamic is the branch of physics which deals with the principles of transformation of energies of a system. Thermodynamic is nothing but it is a branch of physics, and it is dealing with the principles of transformations of energy of a system. In system we have multiple energy with us, like we have kinetic energy, potential energy, and we have internal energy. That internal energy usually called as heat energy and etc. we can say. So thermodynamic is dealing with the how this principle of the transformation, how the energy is transfers. As you know that in our previous chapter, like thermal properties of matter, we have come across with few things like conduction, convection and radiation. In that we learn that heat is transferred from one object to another object or one body to another object. Here we are dealing with the principle of that transformation, isn't it? So this is one of the important chapters. So this is the definition related to the thermodynamics. We have one few topics in thermodynamics like thermal equilibrium. What is thermal equilibrium? All the student and viewers. EQUILIBRIUM, equilibrium. So for thermal equilibrium we have more than one definitions we can say with us. Like if the macroscopic variables characteristic the systems or the properties of system does not change with time, then the system is said to be in equilibrium state. The temperature of the two systems are equal in thermal equilibrium. So in definition 1 we are to understand that there is a characteristic microscopic variables, systems or the properties of system which does not change with time. This state in a system is known as equilibrium state, we can say. This is one meaning of the thermal equilibrium. And other definition is, and this definition is very easy, you can remember and write by listening itself. Two systems are said to be in thermal equilibrium if they are at same temperature and there is no net heat flows between them when they are in thermal contact. Here we can say that if we have two systems, say A and B, and these two systems are in thermal contact and there is no net flow of heat, this state of an like this system, two system, we can say that thermal equilibrium. So this is the definition related to the thermal equilibrium. Now we have few things and few terms with us like heat, INTERNAL, internal energy, 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 and work. What is the relation between them, or what is these three things in single definition we have to define. Like internal energy of a system is defined as the sum of the all energies contained in the system in equilibrium. So internal energy and heat both are similar, and work we know that work is nothing but force into displacement, we can say. So here internal energy of system is nothing but it is a sum of the energies contained in a system, and that system is in equilibrium. So this is the heat internal energy and work. Now we have few laws of thermodynamic. First is we have zeroth law of thermodynamic. Usually laws is start from 1, 2, 3, 4, but in thermodynamic we have one law named as zero law of thermodynamic. What zero law of thermodynamic says, we will going to speak something. After that we will move on to the first law, ZEROTH, zeroth. Okay, if two systems are in thermal contact with third system, then they must be in thermal contact or thermal equilibrium with each other. So here the zeroth laws of thermodynamics saying that if two systems are in equilibrium and this equilibrium is with third system, then they must be like thermal equilibrium with each other. That means A, B, C, 3 have to be in thermal equilibrium. And one more definition I have with me, like zeroth law of thermodynamics, that also I will explain. Listen carefully. Say we have two systems with us like A and B, okay, and these systems are separating in thermal equilibrium with third system like C. So then the system A and B are also thermal equilibrium with each other. So the definition I am reading, listen carefully. When two systems A and B are separated in thermal equilibrium with third system C, then the system A and B are also in thermal equilibrium with each other. This is the zeroth law of thermodynamics, and we have few things with us. Before starting the like first law of thermodynamics, just I need to define few things like heat. Usually we have many measures of heat, or we may heard one word named as the word is calories. Okay, what is calories and how what are the important of CALORIES. Okay, calorie or calorie is single, whereas calories is plural. So what is calorie, or what is the relation between calorie, or what relation between thermodynamic and calorie? So listen carefully. The amount of heat required to increase the temperature of 1 gram of water through 1 degree Celsius. The relation between calorie and mechanical equivalent of heat is given by 1 calorie. Okay, 1 calorie is equals to, we have like 4.186 joules. What is joules here? Work done. And 1 calorie of heat is equivalent to 4.186 joules of work. Next we have few questions like specific heat capacity. In our previous chapter we have come across with the specific heat, but here we have specific heat capacity of a substance. On what factor does it depend? That means the specific heat capacity of substance, on which factor it depends. So as of now I am just placing few things on your screen, like what is like thermodynamic, thermal equilibrium, heat, internal energy and work, zero law of thermodynamic, and calories. After that I will explain few questions and answer, that also I am going to place on your screen. Okay. Specific heat capacity. Specific heat capacity is defined as the amount of heat required to raise or to increase the temperature of the unit mass of a substance by 1 Celsius or 1 Kelvin. Here C is equals to delta Q, that is delta Q is heat, whereas small amount is nothing but delta Q by mass into delta T. Here we can say that delta Q is nothing but with us like change in heat, CHANG, change in HEAT, heat. M is nothing but we have with us mass, and for delta T we can say that change in temperature or small amount of temperature. Here I am writing like change in TEMPERATURE, temperature, isn't it? And what about like C? C is nothing but we can say like specific heat capacity. So this is the things we have with us, and it is depend upon the few factors like following factors: nature of substance and temperature. If the substance is like soft, means the heat may require less. If the substance is harder, means heat may require more, and if the substance has high temperature means heat required less. If substance has lower temperature means heat required more. So it is purely depend on few factors, and one of these among the few factors we have two factors with us, like first is nature of substance and another is temperature. Next topic we have with us like molar specific heat capacity, MOLAR, molar SPECIFIC, specific HEAT, heat capacity. What is molar specific heat capacity with us? Listen carefully. Molar specific heat capacity is the amount of heat required to increase the temperature of 1 mole of substance by 1 degree Celsius. It is also known as molar heat capacity at constant pressure. We can say here like Cp, that is constant pressure molar heat is nothing but C by mu. Okay. After that we have few terms with us, that is equals to like 1 by mu as it is. Okay. What is C we have with us, like delta Q by M into delta T. This is the term. So finally we can say Cp is equals to 1 by mu delta Q by M into delta T, where you know that here M is number of moles, or for this we can write Cp is equals to 1 by mu into delta Q. Instead of M delta small t we can write directly like delta capital T also. So this specific heat capacity and molar specific heat capacity I am going to place on your screen, you can go through. Hope you have copied specific heat capacity and molar specific heat capacity. Make sure you need to not only copy but you need to remember these two things with you. Now we are learning first law of thermodynamic. First law of thermodynamic states that energy can neither create nor destroy. It can only transforms from one form to other. What is its mean? We have already learned law of conservation of energy. Energy neither we create nor we destroy, but it change its form. That is one form to another form. Here it is saying that it transform from one form to another form. So we can say like we have formula with us. You can say delta U is equals to U2 minus U1. Here U2 is nothing but Q, you can say, minus W is nothing but work done, you can say. So here we can say that delta U is nothing but change, CHANG, change in INTER, internal, 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 ENERGY, energy of the system. You need to write complete this SYSTEM, and this terms is very important while defining the first law of thermodynamic. So U2 you can say that like internal energy, INTER, internal, ENERGY, energy of the system. You can see this, I am writing clearly. You have to define like this only. In its final state, final, final STATE state, whereas U1 is obviously INTERNAL, internal, ENERGY, energy of the system, SYSTEM, system. In its initial state, simple, in its INITIAL, initial STATE state. And we have with us like Q. Q is nothing but HEAT, heat, ABSORBED, observed by the system, by the SYSTEM, system we can say. And what is, we have W with us like WORK, work done by the system, by the SYSTEM. This is the first law of thermodynamics. You can copy down. I am standing few seconds here. So you have copied on this, hope. Now we will going to continue same session like thermodynamic in our next classes, and inshallah I will going to start second law of thermodynamic in detail in my next session. I am Syed Rashid. You are watching Ahle Bayt High School and Junior College YouTube channel. Make sure all the student you need to write the thing which I am giving you or which I am placing on your screen, and while writing you have to remember also. Okay, have a great time, take care, thank you.